Well, spring pond care is about keeping that clear water, and I'm with Brian at Sugawa Nursery in Woodland. And so, Brian, you really have some tips on how to keep that water nice and clear all year long.
Yeah, well, that's right. Right now, if you look out in the ponds, it's, the water's always so nice and clear, and it's a good goal to try to keep, everybody likes to be able to see their fish. But I think some of the things to consider, we liked water temperatures right around 45, 50 degrees, probably preferably 50. That's when they're acting a lot more, they're coming out of their dormancies. But we have a lot of fish waste, plant waste, things that have died in the winter, and that's usually that sludgish looking. So there's a good natural way of trying to do this, and this would be all beneficial bacteria. So there's no chemicals. Fish are pretty, they don't like to be, altered with. Even like pesticides and different things like that. They're very sensitive, especially if you're raising koi. But the microlift PL would just be basically adding beneficial bacteria into the water that would help decompose or just speed up the process of getting that all down to the bottom of your ponds.
Okay.
And at that point, you can either consider, the sludge away, or there's vacs, but basically we just got to get it out. It's floating around or wherever it's at. It's accumulating, goes down to the bottom, and that's where the sludge away would actually speed up the process of getting rid of that just naturally. It just would be beneficial bacteria that actually kind of eats it up, and you won't see it. Or you can use a vac by physically removing it with a vac or whatever you want to do.
All right, and then what about this group over here?
This one here would be, it'd be probably the faster way. We have two products, Algae Fix and then AccuClear. These obviously are going to be chemicals, safe for fish, plants, and everything else, but it does the same thing, but in a probably more, would be a lot more, obviously the earth-friendly way, organic, or just
a little slower process.
Just like anything. The natural, you'd want to use this more regular. This would be more quicker results for the people that are probably less patient, but it works fast. And we also, so it's the same thing. We're going to use Algae Fix. It's going to get everything down to the bottom, and then we want to go ahead and after you get it down, it's accumulated at the bottom. Then we're going to want to get rid of it and then put back with the liquid bacteria, the beneficial bacteria to help balance or put back what we kind of depleted out of there.
And then what about this one in the center? What's this one for?
Well, this one, there's all sorts of different, there's like three kinds of major algae. So there's one, but basically algae is algae. This one here is going to be green clean. Usually when you see that string-like algae that's always on the rocks of your stream beds, for some reason it's always on the stream beds or the waterfalls, hanging off the rocks or whatever. Green Clean is excellent product. Shut down actually the flow of the water. So whether it means turn your pumps off or whatever, you want to have, it has to have contact to the algae, the string algae, and then you just put it on, turns brown or black, and it's gone within probably 1 day.
Oh, wow.
Start your filter back up, get the waterfall going back, and this would actually be down at the bottom. If it's eventually it's going to find its way down the bottom, and then we're again going to want to remove that too with the, it's a sludge, so it's actually going to find its way. You can either net it out, vac it out, or use the beneficial bacteria to get it ate up.
Okay, and then one thing more about fish. So is it the time to start feeding fish? We always are like, when do we start feeding them?
And they are too. They're always active and hungry, and whenever you come around, but it's probably going to be, the temperature we usually shoot for is right around 50 degrees. And that's when, because they'll come out, you go out there right now, the water temperature is probably 40, 35 degrees. And they're acting, they're just coming out of dormancy. So, everybody wants, but no, it's best to probably wait at 50 degrees. That's the time that everything balances out, probably.
Well, really, this is the time to come out to Sugawa Nursery and talk with them about getting your pond just ready for the whole season of entertaining and enjoying your garden. Thanks so much, Brian.
Yeah, thanks, Judy.